last time?
We got screwed.
We fucked up. Simple as that. Griffin and Bagyo really,
Yeah.
to put it lightly, they shit the bed on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke.
Literally, last thing that happened, Bagyo, you grabbed Lady Lullaby's mask.
I grabbed her cloak.
Griffin grabbed the cloak, and underneath the cloak was Elijah, still battered up from his last fight.
That is right.
And a bunch of blue tinted orbs flying all over the place.
Yeah, demons infesting the city.
In pitch darkness. This is the day of darkness. I just want to know, what are you guys doing? Give me a scene. What are you guys going to do?
Alright, well, we got tons of stuff. We got a lot
I'm
of stuff.
I'm just standing there just completely in shock that this is happening, so Bagyo doesn't know what to do at this point.
Alright, Griffin's kind of like pacing around in a circle, trying to figure out where to start. Where are we gonna start?
He's blinking rapidly on the ground. It seems like he's just staring up into the sky after the time he's had. And he is favoring his arm still. If you guys remember, it was broken from the last fight before he was taken by Lady Lullaby.
I don't remember him breaking his arm.
Lady Lullaby broke his arm after she picked him up and flung him against the ground after he attacked.
Wow.
The clones attacked her.
Wow, why would we think she's anything other than evil? It's crazy. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's okay. No, you guys can... Honestly... Go ahead. If you guys believe that you were wronged, I completely understand.
I don't believe I'm wrong. I'm just like in shock that she was good.
That's the point.
Yep.
Dang, dude.
That's the scene.
Elijah, are you okay? What's hurting?
Gee, I don't know. Is it my broken arm? And he starts wiggling it around in pain. Like,
oh my god, I hate this dude.
Elijah, how much time has passed for you?
It was like I was in a dream. I literally was taken into a weird void, and I was dreaming, and it was nice, and I met Lady Lullaby, but she wasn't scary, and she tried to heal me, and it was... She's not evil, guys. Guys, she's not evil.
Yeah, we killed her.
Tough. That's tough.
And he notices that you have her mask and Griffin has her cloak.
Yeah, no, Bagyo canonically is looking down at the ground, just blank face, and says, yeah, we killed her.
Elijah says, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then he finally takes note to all the blue orbs surrounding you guys and the city as it created this blue barrier around it and nothing else. And he sits up. Guys, I'm not one to say this a lot of the time. I'm usually somebody who knows what to do, but I got nothing. I have no idea what to do right now.
Maybe you should have believed us the first time.
So, you're telling me that in that mysterious cloak of yours, you ain't got nothing to deal with the supernatural?
Not exactly the supernatural. I got stuff I can use to deal with close encounters of whatever kind, but this one is... Look around us.
Yes, I get that, Elijah.
You do not have a no demon potion? Because that would be incredibly useful right now.
Until today, I didn't believe in demons.
You can cast magic and turn into a fly, but demons is where you draw the line.
Listen, I've seen myself turn into a fly. I've seen a ghost, one singular ghost. I'd never have dealt with a demon, okay?
Yeah, but if you've seen one ghost, you don't think there's a possibility of a demon?
Listen, this isn't the time to talk about philosophy and, what we believe is the truth or not, okay? This is a time to live or let die. What are we going to do? How are we going to save this city?
I forgot to mention, Elijah, but we also have, on top of this whole demon destroying the city...
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, something's going down, I believe, at 6 o'clock.
Where'd you guys learn that?
Oh, no one. Only the frickin'... all the corrupt leaders of this town and had a big meeting with the big mafia boss guy. And the melon's bad. I liked him. And just, I'm sad. And Bagyo walks over to, like, the corner of an alley and just starts, like, punching a trash can.
Griffin, you see Elijah kind of soften up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabs his arm and, like, tucks into his body. And he goes over to you, Bagyo, and he rubs your shell. And he says, Daddy's home. Listen, I agree. I'm a bit of an asshole every now and then. And I fucked up just as much as you guys did. I'm not really one to trust anybody. I'm not the one to share my adventures with anybody else. I'm usually a one-man band, but you guys have helped me, and you guys have tried, and that's more than I can say about anybody else in this goddamn town or this goddamn world, and that's thank you. Thank you is what I'm trying to say.
How'd that taste coming out of your mouth?
He turns around and he looks at you and says, Shut up. Now, this one's gonna sting even more. He grabs you, Bagyo, and he trying to get you to look at him.
I'm looking, like, past him.
And he says, Look at me in the eyes.
And I'm, like, doing that thing where, like, every time he goes to look at my eyes, I look, like, to the left.
Bagyo, look at me.
And I finally look at him. I'm like, what?
I need your help. I need you, and I need you, Griffin, in order to actually win this. This whole town is going crazy. I don't know what to do. I've been out of commission for I don't know how long, and we need to do something.
Alright, well, I think first things first, we need to heal up. So do you have any healing potions for yourself, for your arm, and any extra for me and Bagyo?
He digs around in his cloak, and he pulls out 2 big orbs in his hands. They're crystal clear. I only have these 2 left. These guys are the big guns. This is a full heal, right here, and I'm giving it to you guys, okay? And he shoves them in both of your hands.
Okay. So do we drink it, inject it, snort it? What are we doing?
It's a suppository.
Those taste the worst.
Oh, Wes, no.
What? I'm not supposed to swallow? What am I supposed to do? Stick them up my ass?
Out of character. It's like a juice box.
Oh, I love those.
You stick a straw in it.
How much does it heal? Do we know?
It's called a full heal, so you put 2 and 2 together.
He just said big guns. That's all I heard. I must have missed that part.
Yeah, these are the big guns. It's full heal. There's only 2 left.
Okay.
This is in case of emergency, and I think this qualifies. We have to do something.
So Griffin drinks his, slurps it.
Go up to full health.
Which is, I think, 31 for me.
And I reluctantly just go ahead and just drink mine too.
Alright.
And you also go up to full health. And then he says, I don't know how we're gonna do this. I don't know what we're gonna do. I just know we have to do something. And I guess the first question I have to ask you, is there anyone we can ask for help?
I feel like the Grapes of Wrath leader is not evil.
Okay, there's one. Is there anybody else?
What's your name?
I don't really trust many others.
Bagyo, who, the bartender's name.
That's her.
Oh, what's your name? Isabel?
Isabel.
You guys can go through a list of people that you have met and determine if you'd like to help them.
Okay.
Or, like, get their help. I have a list in front of me.
Keebler's gone.
That is true. Keebler is gone.
How about Big Jim?
Big Jim, Fuji, and Fleek are in the clutches of Spruce, maybe? You don't know. You just remember you had to leave them behind.
So Spruce is probably out of the question for help.
Well, Spruce, yeah, he's kind of the bad guy. He's not going to help you. So we have Isabel, Chad, the grape sunflower seed vendor.
Bagyo's going straight to him right now.
Nick Mason or Fiasco.
Hmm.
Oh, God, Bagyo says out loud. let's go see if Fiasco will help.
It's worth a shot. I mean, we can use all the help we can get.
The circus? The rings?
Yes, the circus. Dude,
He seems sufficiently powerful.
You know what? Okay, listen, I'm gonna trust you guys, because you've come this far.
Alright.
Let's go.
Can you get us there quickly?
He has wings, and I can turn into...
A fly.
And he doesn't finish his sentence as he just turns into a fly in front of you guys.
Alright, so Griffin grabs Bagyo, flies to the big tent.
Bagyo's hoofing it while Griffin's carrying him, so it's like I'm running, but he's carrying me.
Air walking.
In the air.
Yeah.
And then the camera just stays in one area as Griffin flies past it and towards the Apple hub in this pitch blackness, with everything only being visible by the blue tints of orbs going towards people. But you do finally get to the Apple hub. You were basically there.
But we're at the circus now.
Yeah, you guys were basically there. You just get to the circus. You guys appear inside, and the circus, it seems to be empty. No one's inside. But you guys remember that you could go into his office or any other place. What do you guys want to do?
So where's Fiasco? He's in his office? Or we don't know
Maybe. You don't know yet.
Alright, Griffin's gonna run to his office and see if he's in there. Fiasco, are you in there?
Fiasco!
You hear, go away. Go!
I'm gonna roll this version of D&D's equivalent of a bluff. What is that?
That's a deception.
I'm gonna roll a deception and say, nat 20, I'm gonna say, would you look at all this money out here?
Okay. You say that, and then the door just swings open as he, leaps into the hallway. Scrooge McDuck, jumping into a pile of money. Where?
And I turn around and slam the door that he came out of behind me, and I stand in front of the door.
Oh, you've... Well, yeah, I mean, Griffin, Bagyo, hello! And then Elijah appears out of thin air, scaring Fiasco, and he jumps back a little bit, and he says, and you, what do I owe the pleasure?
Fiasco. So, about this, have you been, paying attention to what's going on outside or not?
Yes and no.
What do you know?
I know that it's pretty dark outside, obviously,
Yeah.
and I think we're all gonna die.
You wouldn't be wrong.
So you're just holed up in your office?
Listen,
He's gonna die with all the money he's made, dude.
I don't see you guys doing anything.
Oh, well, alright, long story short, Demon Hunter, we killed that, and now there's a bunch of demons on the loose, basically is what I'm getting at, and we just need as much help as we can get, and was wondering if you'd care to join.
Fiasco takes a step back. It is weird how a city of spirits would be known for demons. Isn't it weird? He says,
Not every spirit is a demon.
It's close enough in my book.
Oh.
I don't know, kid. I don't see how I could be of service for you.
What's your skills besides being a prick?
Ooh, that's... He says, well, sit... You dabbing on him. Hey, Griff, if you're gonna dab, you have to say you're dabbing on him.
Insert dab here.
Well, if you wanted my help, I don't know how insulting me is gonna be the best idea.
Listen, I'm sorry that he insulted you, but honestly, I'm keeping myself from doing the same. The town's about to be destroyed by hordes of unholy evil. Use whatever crazy magic you've got, and you get out there, and you help us.
What's in it for me?
Your life.
Yeah, that might. But what if I die? That's the big thing.
Okay, listen here. Now you can sit cooped up in this little office of yours with all the money that you make, but that money's not coming with you once you die. That money will not live on past your life. Now you can either die a hero or die a coward.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Hell yeah. Griffin hits those.
Is he a human? Or can I tell
He's a mummy.
So his race is mummy, like he is a mummy.
Well, he's undead.
Okay.
14. What's your persuasion?
It's a fat 0.
Okay.
Okay, here I'm gonna add into it and say you've died once.
Wait, so can he die again? Hold on.
Yeah, you can be, like a zombie can be killed.
Huh.
I'm like, so I'm going to say, you've died once already. What's it to you?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Seriously. I didn't even say Alexa. That's scary.
Alexa, add dildos to Amazon cart.
She goes, they're already in there. Whoa. I said, you've died once already. What's it matter?
He steps forward towards you, Bagyo, and he says, "Listen, I don't think you've ever died before, and if you have, that's pretty good that you came back looking as good as you do right now. But
Yeah?
it is very painful to die. It's very painful to come back. So, excuse me for having a little bit of fear."
You care to mention how you died? How did you die?
He shuts his mouth and he turns away for a second, and he looks a little sad.
Fiasco, you care? I mean, how did you die?
Come on. We have to be comfortable with each other if we're going to work together and stop this.
Is that a persuasion?
Yeah.
12 plus what?
My persuasion, 13 total.
So, what is it? What is the total?
13.
13. Okay. You know what? He's undead. His name's Fiasco. He's a little bit unlucky. He says, "It's a story for a different day. And if we live this long, maybe I'll tell you. But for now, I'm sorry. I gotta worry about me." And he tries to open his office again. And as soon as he starts stepping forward and he tries to jump and grab the doorknob, Nick Mason jumps down and gets in between him and the door.
Now, which one was Nick Mason?
He's the little kid, the main attraction that we saved.
Oh, crap.
And he says, "Not so fast." Nick, Nick, what are you doing here? I'm trying to stop you from not helping or saving this town that we come here all the time to. There's people out there, and we're gonna save them, or else you're going to lose a star. He pushes his finger into Fiasco's nose, and he says, "Are you sure you wouldn't want a little bit of a raise?" And Nick raises his finger back at him and pushes Fiasco even closer to the wall, and he says, Okay. He reaches for a wall, and on the wall there's this little conch shell that you guys hadn't noticed, and he grabs it.
Wait.
The magic conch?
A conch shell?
Oh shit, no.
Wes,
Oh,
you know what
seashell.
The magic conch.
I was gonna say, you know what a conch shell looks like.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, it's a conch. It's a conch.
And he says, talks into it, and he
He
says,
says, woo.
"You mean like this?" No, he grabs it and he talks into it, and he says,
"Should I help these guys?" He goes, "No."
"No.
He's like, "Sorry, guys."
Magic conch, will I ever get married?"
Bagyo's going,
Maybe someday.
all right, no. But so he grabs the shell off the wall.
And he talks into it and he says, "All right, boys and girls. I know I said we were gonna leave and head out before we get stuck here, but something has come to my attention that we might have to save this city from itself. Otherwise, we might not get paid next time around. This is a big city for us, so I guess that's because that's the only reason I'm doing it. No one else is telling me what to do." He's looking at you guys. You hear this. It's kind of an echo because it also comes through the walls, through the rest of the circus. He speaks into it one last time and says, "Stations." And he puts down the shell and he waits a couple of seconds and he walks into his office. Nick Mason follows behind and he sits down in a chair. And at this point, you guys notice that the chair is bolted to the ground. And
Dude's got a Megazord.
and Elijah's looking at Fiasco weirdly. Fiasco turns around and says, "Where are we off to?
Wait, what?
Where are we going? Like, where are we going?" And now, okay, I'm going to say out of a game, you guys may not remember this, but Spruce is at the clock tower. That was where you guys left him. It seems like he had a place to be.
You know what? I don't think Spruce wants the town destroyed. Let's go there.
Yeah, what do you mean? That was his plan, wasn't it?
Not by demons.
No,
I think this whole thing is bigger than what Spruce expected it to be. Maybe he can help us. Even if he's evil, be like, "Hey, Spruce, demons?" And he'd be like, "Oh, crap."
Yeah, I
All right.
I put those.
So Fiasco then says, "What the fuck?"
What? Oh, you hear the...
No,
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
1 second.
Also, okay.
Give me like 2 minutes. 1 second.
Okay.
He's about to go kill his parents.
right as I say that, you hear like a gun cock, and then my mic goes muted.
And then you hear Benita screaming in the background.
And I come back.
I was just asking to butter them taters.
And I come back and I'm like, all right, guys, let's finish this up. Let's finish this
Hurry,
up.
I don't have long. The cops should be in about 5 minutes.
I need to run, so can we wrap this up? No, I'll be right back. They should be quiet now.
All right. The way you said that.
They should be quiet now.
Fiasco heard you say that, Bagyo, and he says, "Okay then. There's a reason that it's called Fiasco's Flying Circus."
Oh no, it's an airship. I hear it. Oh, this is why Fiasco's my favorite NPC.
And as this song is playing,
I love it.
the circus starts rocking around, and you guys are being bumped up. And then the camera cuts to a shot of the circus as propellers and wings start spreading from it, and it floats off the ground and starts hovering in the air.
I love it.
And he turns back to you guys and he says, "You should probably take a seat now." Elijah just falls to the ground on his arm. The camera pans around as this circus starts flying in circles around the clock tower as it starts hovering down. And while the circus is flying in the air, you look down and you see thousands of people staring up at you with lights in their hands, probably sparklers or some other type of fireworks, as they're staring up at you as you fly past them, as there's some type of panic on the streets. You can hear the screams, and then they stop when they see you flying towards the clock tower. And if you guys look out the windows that suddenly spring from where Fiasco is looking into from the walls, and a steering wheel pops up in front of him, and he looks down, and you see Spruce now looking up at you guys in the distance. And you see all of the Genasi around Spruce. They're freaking out, but Spruce looks unfazed as he stares up at this flying circus. And the camera cuts to a shot of him looking up at you guys now, not looking very amused.
Are we actually hearing this music?
Yes.
Bagyo's dancing.
So the circus is now just flapping around as it's looking down on the top of the clock tower, and Spruce is surrounded by a bunch of Genasi, and next to Spruce is Eric on the ground, and the powder is put in those same patterns that you saw the other night.
Uh-oh. He's summoning demons.
What exactly is he doing? Like, what am I looking at exactly? Like, what is he doing?
He's basically got a Ouija board, and somehow we're surrounded by a bunch of demons.
I'm going to cup my hands and put one on each side of my mouth, and I'm going to look at Spruce down there, and I'm going to say, "You kidding me?"
And as Fiasco is flying around this clock tower, just getting a sense of where he is, you guys start noticing just how bad it is around. In the streets, on the clock tower, demons are everywhere. Fiasco says, "So, what's the plan here?"
You got any weapons on this thing?
Nick Mason kicks the desk, and a bunch of swords come falling out of the desk, a bunch of axes and different things, and his halfling secretary walks into the room, her head spinning, and she's carrying a chest, like
Her head's
pulling
spinning?
it in. Like she's like spinning around because she's dizzy, and she's pulling in a chest.
Oh,
She
I thought she
places it
got
there.
possessed.
Then the flying masons surround the door, and as all the minotaurs and the acrobats and some acts that you guys haven't even seen before just surround the open hole of the circus, you hear Elijah say, "Okay, if we're gonna do this, then let's do this." And before he even has a chance to turn into a fly and go out of the window, Nick Mason has already just backflipped. He's done a gainer out of the hole. And they all start running out with ropes attached, and they grapple onto the circus as they fall down in slow motion towards the clock tower. What do you guys do?
Let's do it, too.
Well, Griffin just flies to the clock tower.
Well, Bagyo ties a rope around himself and he zip lines down.
Elijah looks at Fiasco, and Fiasco looks back at him. He says, "So are you coming?" "Well, someone's got to steer the, eh?" And he turns into a fly and starts heading down. In slow motion, as everyone's falling down, we cut back and forth between Spruce staring up at you guys, with the Genasi surrounding the clock tower, and the flying masons all about to collide with the Genasi.
So they're fighting right now?
Yep, the Genasi and a bunch of other people are fighting with the flying masons.
On the ground.
They're on the walls. The Genasi seem to be held up on the walls of the clock tower as Spruce is on the top of it with the powder and Eric sitting there with I'm just gonna say a Ouija board in the center of the powder. Spruce's hair is flying in the wind from the propellers of the flying circus.
Do I land safely?
Roll a dexterity. But since it was so cool and you had the rope,
No!
you would get advantage.
Okay, 15 plus... You say athletics?
Yeah, athletics works, I guess.
No, you said dexterity saving throw.
Not a saving throw, but dexterity.
Yeah. 18 total.
You know what? You could land and do something cool with that.
Okay. Can I land, but in a flying kick as I'm landing and hit one of the guys?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That
what do I roll
you
for
land.
damage? Or do I roll for the attack?
No, it's too cool. You
right.
you knock one out just landing on one.
Okay, sweet.
All right, my turn.
Yep, Griffin, what are you doing?
So they're on the clock tower. Spruce is up there with Eric and the Ouija
And you
board.
just saw me flying kick, zipline rope a guy.
Right. I can't let a turtle show me up. So I'm gonna roll, and I'm gonna try to fly and do something cool.
Will Smith is looking through some binoculars at the circus flying, and he's like, ah! That's wild!
It's rewind time. And I'm gonna try to snatch Eric, kind of like in a hostage situation. My arm around his neck, one of my talons to his temple.
Okay, roll a dexterity. Roll dexterity. Not a saving throw, just dexterity.
Damn. 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know, fuck. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. And if you think this is bullshit, we can talk about it, but
Talk about it.
you are flying towards Eric, and he's staring at you with his, like, swollen eye and beat-up looking face, and you're about to grab him with your talon, and then Spruce grabs your talon right before you get to him.
Oh, big anime stuff. Grabs you out of the air.
The camera slowly moves on his face as he's staring at you, and then it cuts to your reaction of him staring at you. Now roll a dexterity. Now roll a dexterity saving throw that you have advantage on.
Oh, come on!
You have advantage, remember?
Oh.
Kanan is there with you. You get advantage on dexterity saving throws.
It don't matter.
He grabs you out of the air and flings you across the rooftop.
Yeah, but this bird's got.
Do I have time to grab Griffin before he flies off the edge?
Roll dexterity.
Come on, Bagyo, save me.
13.
Yeah, you can grab him.
I grab him by the...
No, hold on. No. It's a 13, so it's not that. You don't grab him, but he knocks into you.
But it stops him from going off the edge, so... Okay.
I'm also going to set the scene again. So the flying masons and all the other circus people are attacking not only the Genasi, but it seems like some of the Genasi look like they're possessed.
Oh, great.
With a blue tint over
Yeah,
them.
let me guess, demons? This
Maybe.
is what I'm saying, Bagyo. Off script, Beach. This dude's got a Ouija board, and somehow the city is covered in demons?
I didn't think he was part of the demon stuff. I thought he was just doing crimes.
Things are connected, dude. I'm about to kill this fool.
Fiasco is still flying the flying circus around the clock tower. Again, this is in pitch darkness. The only light you have are these blue orbs flying around all the city and the lights from the flying circus as it's piercing the blackness.
Are there spotlights kind of like shining around
Yes,
randomly? Okay.
exactly, yeah. They're not spotlights, they're magic.
Well, you know what I mean. Spotlight style.
Yeah, I know, but like, listen, I'll get tweets.
Magic spotting lights of beam.
They're iridescent lights.
Yes, there we go.
There we go. Nick Mason and Elijah have jumped out, and he can't do much with his arm, but he's tossing bottles to Nick Mason, who grabs each one and like a baseball bat, swings and hits people around. And the camera is panning around the clock tower as Nick Mason is using a grappling hook to crawl the walls and kick people in the face. Everybody seems to be distracted except for Spruce.
Can I finesse the closest fool to me?
Roll for it. Just have an attack roll.
Let's go.
18.
What do you do to that fool?
I'm gonna do one of those
He pities him.
one of those kicks where you lay sideways, you jump in the air and spin, and your leg kind of swings around and hits them, and then you land back on your feet.
Okay.
Big fancy karate move.
And then that guy is just out.
Sweet.
That guy's
All
out.
right.
Spruce sees that, and he sees the powder. Where are you guys in relation to the powder?
You tell me.
Spruce and Eric are like...
In the center of the rooftop.
When I think of the clock tower, I think I tilted towers. So like how it comes to a point. But this clock tower
it's not a
is
point.
Like flat, right? It's got a roof.
It's a circular, flat place.
Okay. Well, he's in the center, I would assume, and we're at the edge. I would think. What's the distance between us?
I'm gonna say there's 15 feet between you and the powder. He puts his hand in the air, and magma starts to form from it slowly, and it seems like it's coming down in like a kind of like Winston's barrier over Eric and Spruce. Can you guys roll perception for me?
Okay.
He got 19. I got 3.
Yeah, but you also have advantage on perception thanks to Kanan. Remember this.
Did I write this down somewhere?
Yeah, I made you write it
I have
down.
advantage
If
on
not,
perception
fuck.
and dexterity saving throw. Okay, yeah, I did. 13 plus 1. 14.
You guys can tell that he is trying to prevent anything from disturbing this ritual.
Mhm.
What I say?
What?
Nothing.
What'd you say?
No, not for you.
I know. I was about to. Damn.
What? What?
No, me and Weston's
It's
plotting.
useless now.
No, you can do it.
It's a barrier, dude.
No, it's slowly coming down.
Oh shit! I got a window of
you guys
opportunity right here.
Yeah.
Get in close and
and
do it.
You guys, if you want, you can make a dexterity roll,
I'm gonna try to fly towards Eric.
right?
And this is my plan. Okay, you know how Flash does his little hands in a circle like this, creates a gust of wind? I want to do that, but with my wings, and try to blow the powder off the
altar thing.
The altar, like, because it's just powder sitting on a table, right?
And not on a table. It's on the rooftop.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like-
He's going to try to disrupt the thing by blowing away the powder.
Or messing it up or whatever.
So here's what I'm going to say. You can do that, but you're going to have to get close to the powder.
Yeah.
And you'd have to get under the barrier as it's closing up. So I need both of you to roll dexterity.
All right, I'm going to do whatever I can to help him get in there. Dang.
Okay, here we go. It's a dexterity saving throw, or no?
Not a saving throw, so you don't get advantage.
It's just...
I'm just
okay.
5 total.
I get advantage, though, right?
Nat
Or no?
1. No, not on Nat 1. How'd you get a Nat 1? So, this is what
I
happens.
pull out a gun and I kill myself. That's what
No!
happens.
You pull out your bow and you point blank yourself with your bow.
The barrier goes down just as you slam into it as it hardens around the circle.
Fudge.
And Spruce and Eric and the powder's all underneath the barrier.
Bagyo's just going to start kicking it.
Roll athletics.
And I get pluses 2 to my...
Dude,
No.
how is this turtle showing me up? Damn.
19.
8. So 18.
18. You're starting to make leeway on it.
So wait, is it cracking? Like, do I see cracks?
It's cracking a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. I know it's an 18, but
Oh yeah, no, I feel the DC's really high on this one.
it's a lot.
Close but no cigar.
And as that's happening, you guys are trying to get inside of it. You hear this chanting,
Uh-oh.
and you hear Eric start talking, and he's saying things. He's saying, how does this go again? You hear a slap and a punch, and Eric wincing, and he says, spirits of darkness, come to me. Come right now, and come and see. The world will burn, and I will live. For you I am, for you I give. and the barrier starts to turn a blue tint as the black char starts to disappear from the barrier, and it crumbles to the ground, and inside you can see Spruce, and you can see Eric, and Eric not convulsing, but he seems to be glowing as well as his body is going rigid and is shaking, and you see Spruce, his hair standing on end, like it's flowing around like he's Goku in a Super Saiyan form.
Ooh.
And this I forget what the color is. I'm just gonna call it magma red. This magma red and yellow type color starts to emanate around him as one of the Babadook figures emerges from behind him, and then another one emerges from behind him, and then the third one emerges from behind him. Kind of like when Zenyatta does his ult and he has all those different hands around him.
Yeah.
So there's one standing up behind him, there's one tilted on the left side, and there's one tilted on his right side, and his eyes glow pure yellow.
Who's this, Spruce or Eric?
He said, "Who's this happening to?" And it's Eric, right?
No, it's Spruce.
Oh, Spruce.
So
Oh,
Eric
Spruce
don't even
is-
get the benefit of...
Spruce is buffing himself hard. I'm gonna turn around and say, "Elijah, throw something at him."
You don't see Elijah right now.
No!
Of course. And let me guess, Fiasco is gone.
No, the circus is flying around, and you actually hear inside your head, Fiasco goes, "What's going down there?"
Can I reply to him telepathically?
Sure can.
I basically describe what I'm seeing.
Yeah, this dude he's got demons in him, dude. Have our work cut out for us.
This guy calls upon the powers of darkness. It's not good.
Okay, well, I know a thing about darkness. And you hear that inside your heads. And he says, "Consider this your bonus."
Ooh!
And you hear this weird noise come from the flying circus. And you see this light coming towards the barrier. Can you guys make dexterity saving throws? You get advantage on that.
Ah! It don't matter. I got 7
I got 12.
plus 5.
13, 14, 15 total.
12, and it says +1 against things I can see.
Okay,
See that? Or whatever.
13. Yeah, you can.
Are you kidding
See?
me? 1? Are you...
Yeah. How do you guys get out of the way?
I do a backflip. Bagyo's really feeling the monk today.
Yeah.
I kind of like jump back, and with my wings, I like spiral away. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, you do like a corkscrew in the air.
Yeah.
You guys jump out of the way, and this iridescent light hits the barrier and causes a ripple in it as part of it kind of collapses, a big portion of it. And then you hear in your heads again, I don't think that barrier's gonna stay open for that long. You guys should probably jump in there.
All right, I'm jumping in there. I'm doing it again.
Same.
What am I rolling?
No roll.
All right,
Ah,
so
well, just jump in there.
I jump in with Griffin.
As you guys jump in there, the barrier closes. As it closes, you just hear silence outside of the bubble.
Ooh.
So we're in here with Eric
And Spruce.
and Spruce, who's got... Okay.
He's not locked in here with us. We're locked in here with him.
And then you actually, of the Babadook figures behind him, you see they're the ones that you've seen before. The one with the exaggerated tears, the headless body, the one that's just sitting there, and the one with the long hair and claws. And you recognize them now. It's Aiden, Madeline, and Isabel.
Can your boy get a free action?
Sure.
I put on the mask. I put on Lady Lullaby's mask.
I don't know what that does, but...
I don't
worth
know
a
either.
shot.
But I put it on. What happens?
Bagyo?
Mm-hmm.
Add +1 to your AC.
Sweet.
The Babadook figures, just for a second, they seem to like...
Like they hesitate.
They hesitate, yes, exactly.
Mm.
Spruce says, "I didn't expect a turtle and a bird to be such pains in my side."
And you hear the muffled sound from behind the mask, Bagyo's voice, and he goes, "I'm a turtle."
Yes, yes you are.
Okay, how about... What happens if I put on the cloak?
Mm.
Do you put on a cloak?
I do. Griffin whips that bad boy out.
You look fucking good, dude. You look goddamn amazing.
With the purple tint. Woo!
You also get +1
Was it AC?
to your AC, yep.
What's AC? Armor
Your
class.
armor class.
So I get 14.
Now this isn't something permanent. This is just because you're wearing something.
Yeah, as long as we're wearing it, we have it.
I'm just going to put on those masks that Elisha gave us just to wear it.
I feel like a superhero.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
I'm the masked turtle.
And he says, "Do you think this is the part where I reveal my plan?"
It'd be nice. I do say that.
He says, well, sure. Why not?
Yes, we've got him monologuing.
Okay, no, I won't.
I didn't say that. He didn't hear me. Can he read my mind?
No. He says, you can't stop me now, though. We made contact with the...
What about a George Washington?
Let him talk, Griffin. Elbow Griffin.
A George, what?
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'll take it. No. He says, we made contact with a land of the dead. We learned many things using their help. Magic and other secrets. Life after death and what comes. We learned so much just from talking to them and taking the risk any man would to gain what he wanted. But they only wanted one thing. One thing in return. Can you guys hazard a guess?
Money?
What's
Fame? Power?
power? Women?
Men?
Bodies.
Oh. So you're trying to collect bodies for some dark ritual.
They needed vessels. They're going to help the Genasi take back this world.
Can I be inching closer to him while he's talking and roll a stealth to see if he notices?
I was about to say, roll a stealth.
Plus
What's your pluses?
12. Plus 12. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
plus 12. You got 22.
So 12 total.
You're inching closer to him.
Sweet. Okay, cool. And I'm not doing it super exaggerated. I'm just kind of like, like while he's talking.
Like a
Kind of like how Mr. Incredible was doing to Syndrome.
Right. I actually I was picturing that in my mind.
Ah!
That's exactly... You sly dog, you got me monologuing. He says, that's all they want. Vessels.
I'm picturing him like pacing back and forth talking, so it's why he doesn't notice me.
And he's basically circling around Eric as Eric is channeling through the powder. And he says, the more that come through will help us in the fight to take this world. And who should be on the top of that world but me? Hail to the king, baby.
How close am I to him by now?
You're getting closer.
Okay, continue.
And he says, and for these vessels, they offered in return an army of darkness.
Oh, come on. DJ.
Yeah.
I see what you did. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. The day of darkness,
Army of
and
Darkness,
it's great.
Yeah.
Wait,
Army
explain?
of Darkness. That's literally a movie.
That it's a movie that Bruce Campbell is in.
Okay, so this guy Spruce is based on the actor Bruce Campbell, okay? And he's in a movie called Army of Darkness.
Okay. Makes sense.
And when he says Army of Darkness, you're really close to him at that point.
Okay, I'm going to attack him.
I'm gonna give you a attack of opportunity. So it's a
While he distracts Spruce by attacking him, can Griffin pull out his bow and try to shoot the powder or something? Is this Eric, the ritual, as long as he keeps this going, does that power Spruce? Or is it like Spruce is already
you
powered
have
up?
no idea.
You don't know how it works.
Can I...
You could roll an insight, but
My luck, it don't matter, but let's try it. Yeah, so...
a 2. God damn it!
Yeah, so... This is all on you, Bagyo, dude. You're gonna have to carry me through this.
Alright, so what do I get for my attack of opportunity?
You can roll
Okay.
and try to attack him.
Oh, nat 1. Never mind.
Oh, okay, so here's what happens. You go to attack him, and the Babadook figure just blocks and pushes you up against the barrier. This is pretty...
This is tough.
Take 1 damage.
Dang. Alright.
And roll for initiative.
Is that a D20?
Yeah, we're fighting.
Yep.
We fighting now, boys.
16.
12, 13.
So I'm at 12, 13, 14.
Bagyo first.
Wait, what?
You add your initiative. What's your initiative, Wes?
3.
So you have 15?
16.
Oh, you have 16. So Griffin first.
Then Bagyo.
Bagyo. Spruce.
I'm gonna shoot another arrow, but hit Eric. Non-lethal.
Non-lethally hit him with an arrow?
I mean, you know.
Hey, you can shoot him in the foot or the leg or something.
Okay. Fuck up. This might have dire consequences.
Oh, God. Do I do it, Beach?
Do it.
No, don't ask BJ. Ask Griffin. Or Kanan.
Kanan. Kanan? Boy.
Kanan says, Griffin, I have no idea. I say we go for it.
Shoot Eric?
Anything that we can think of, because I'm not...
Alright. F it. Let's do it, boys.
Shoot him.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot Eric.
Shoot him in, like, the right shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it where it hurts. I'm gonna shoot it right there in his rib cage.
I thought you were trying not to kill him.
Yeah, non-lethal though.
I'm gonna non-lethally shoot him in the chest.
I'm gonna shoot him in the heart, but non-lethally.
I'm gonna non-lethally cut his head off.
I'm gonna shoot him in the shoulder.
The right shoulder away from his heart, but right where it'll hurt.
Shoot it.
Enough to break his clavicle, dude.
Roll a d20.
Tough. 11.
What do you get?
What?
Does your eagle bow get anything?
Oh.
Eric is a buzzard, remember that?
Oh, well.
That's with your buzzard's fall, isn't it?
Yeah, tough.
Okay, then this is what happens. You shoot that eagle bow, and it hits the energy that is surrounding him, and that bounces right off. Bagyo, you're up. And Spruce says, "Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought was gonna happen." And he smiles. "I'll give you another one for free. Go ahead, I'll go last."
Oh my god. Also, do I have my full key points back?
Nope.
Dang. So I've only got 2. Okay, 2 key points to work with. Alright, I'm going to swing at him. I'm going to pull the staff off of my back, and I'm going to attack him with my Staff of Yod-Queg.
Alright, roll for it.
I'm attacking Spruce.
Alright.
Okay, I get 1
Nope.
plus 2. Oh.
Nope.
Okay. Alright, I miss.
Describe the attack.
I'll just try to do a big slam attack with it.
As you go to try and slam attack him, one of the Babadook figures stretches out and smacks you back away from him. Doesn't cause any damage, but...
Yeah, I get it.
Then Spruce goes. And Spruce, he kind of breathes out of his nose really slowly. He steps up, and he puts his arm out and grabs onto it with his other hand. So his hand is holding out the other hand, and he faces it towards you, Bagyo.
Go do spirit gun. Oh no.
And a magma ball flies out, and he's gonna roll. Now, what is your AC right now?
My AC right now is 18. Like it should have been!
Hey, buddy, we'll get there. Okay, don't worry. That's gonna be a hit.
What?
Dang, son.
What?
Dang. Here we go.
And you're gonna take 4 damage.
Shish.
We are getting foofed, dude.
Now, for his second attack.
Wait, why did he get a second?
He has 2 attacks. Some people have 2 attacks.
Oh.
He shoots towards you, Griffin, misses,
Miss me with that bullshit.
and on his third attack...
What?
You see the 3 Babadook figures he's got?
Oh, yeah.
That also is gonna miss you, Bagyo.
Holy crap.
Your turn, Griffin.
I'm gonna take my sword and fly, and I don't want to waste an attack on Eric, but I don't know.
Just try the buzzard's fall on Eric. Just try it.
I'm gonna go and try to stab him somewhere, non-lethally, of course.
Oh my.
Hey, buddy.
Let me
go
just
for it then.
non-lethally stab you with this sword that explodes when I want it to.
Okay.
17? Yeah, that... Okay, so you fly over there, and you attack Eric, you said? You hit Eric, and it disrupts the powder, and the enchantment goes down a little bit, and one of the Babadook figures disappears from Spruce, and he kind of goes off center. He fumbles a little bit, and he turns his attention to you, Griffin, as you're going towards Eric. And
do I do any damage? Or is damage
Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah, do damage.
1d6 short sword. 5 plus 3. 8.
8 damage. You just did 8 damage to Eric?
Yeah, non-lethally though. I bet he dies.
I don't think you understand how a sword works.
I non-lethally kill him.
Let me just put this way. He's going for not an instant kill. He might die from the wounds later.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save this dude. He seems like a good guy.
You're trying to save him?
I know I'm contradicting myself right now, but like
I get where Griffin is coming from because he doesn't know what to fucking do, and this seems to be the only thing that seems to.
I don't want to kill him,
so
but I
I'll go
might
with
have
it.
to kill him in order to just. I don't know.
I know it's some morally gray quandaries we got here, and it's great. You do that, and where do you hit him?
Does he have a penis?
He's about to be missing one, isn't he?
No,
You know what? Here, you cut him up. Can I say you slash at his back? You slash down his back.
sure, and I cut his spinal cord, but not lethally.
Oh my!
You slash
God!
down his back. You slash down his back, and you cut through the magic that is surrounding him, and through his shirt. And under his shirt, on his shoulder blade, Griffin, you can see a tattoo, and it's a symbol of the buzzards.
He's a buzzard.
You know, I know, yeah, but like that's just That's just a little nice thing. He's been a buzzard the whole time. But
Yeah, but didn't I know that?
Yeah, you knew that.
Okay.
This isn't Spruce.
No, I know. This is Aarakocra.
yeah, and now it's Bagyo, your turn.
I'm going to attack Eric non-lethally in the head with this big stick.
I'm going to give this dude a
I
concussion.
miss.
Yeah, that's a miss. Spruce is up.
Oh, yeah, you missed me with
Griffin?
that bullshit.
Yep, 16. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said
You said 16. You said 16. What does that mean?
That's your AC. It hits you. That's going to be
2 damage.
7
What?
damage as he cocks his arm again and shoots a magma ball onto you. And then he does his second attack. What's your AC again? 14 now? Or is it 13?
It's 14.
Let me guess, one of his hands is going to end up being a chainsaw, ain't it?
That misses.
Wait, was he attacking me?
Yep.
Can I block it with my Buzzard's Fall?
You want to block magma with your buzzard's fall.
Yeah, he's shooting lava at you. Can't really block lava because it'll just go over you.
Tough.
It's like
And it might destroy the sword
True.
because it's not soul bound to you. That's your decision. And then his third attack again on you, Griffin. That's going to be a hit.
Wait, hold on. I already took 7 damage.
Yeah, and you're about to get 8 damage.
Wow. That is tough.
7 plus 8. What are you at?
I'm at 7 plus 8. Wow. I'm at 16 health.
Griffin, you're up now. I'm going to say your feathers seem to be melting a little bit from the lava.
so it hurts.
It hurts a lot. You're burning.
I got a decision to make right now. Yeah, I'm going to attack Eric again.
Go for it.
It really don't matter.
That's a miss. Bagyo, you're up.
I'm going to attack Eric again to try to get rid of one of those things. 15 plus 17.
Okay.
Hit.
Plus, that's a hit on Eric. And you knock him in the head. How much damage is that?
1d6 plus 2, so let me do that. 6, 7.
Fuck, guys. Jesus Christ.
Is that good
Oh,
or bad
boy.
for us?
I mean, it's morally gray, but you knock him in the head, and some of the color is lessening from his aura, and you see another Babadook figure start to slowly disappear, and Spruce goes, "No." And he unloads. That's, 19. Shit! Sorry. That's gonna be 7 damage on you, Bagyo.
Dang it.
He goes towards you guys now to get in between you and Eric.
I'm at 14 health.
That's gonna be, and then he attacks again, Bagyo. That's a hit. 7,
8. Not 7.
and then a third attack.
Oh.
I did 2 attacks, right?
You
Yeah.
got one more.
And that last one missed on Bagyo again.
Oh, he's trying to kill me. Okay.
Oh, you trying to kill me, homie?
Now he's right next to you, Griffin.
Oh, God.
It's your turn.
You gonna slap me?
Dude, I gotta kill Eric, don't I? I have to kill this fool.
Think about your swashbuckling.
I'm looking
maneuvers
at
you
him,
also
but
have.
I have disarm. I don't know what I could disarm.
You could disarm him.
What does he have to disarm?
His arm.
I just cut his arm off?
You could.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
You
I guess I
could.
could, but I would have to roll such a high. Here we go.
Weston,
What?
back in episode 6, I was supposed to give you a point of inspiration because of the way you talked to Fiasco and the way that you said it. I meant to give it back to you. You have a point of inspiration.
What does that do?
You can re-roll anything that you want.
Oh, okay.
And you also have a point of inspiration, Bagyo.
Here we go.
Go for it. If you go for it.
I mean,
You can choose to re-roll this, or you can
miss.
just decide to.
Is there anything I add to this, or is it just
Unless he's a buzzard, and he's not a buzzard.
here? I'm gonna re-roll it. Might as well. I like.
All right. Oh my God!
Please tell me that's a hit. That's got to be a hit.
That's a hit.
All right, I'm gonna cut this dude's hands off, dude. I've had enough of this spruce guy.
Okay, so he is pointing his arm at Bagyo, and I want to say this was going to be his third attack that he missed. He's about to unload again on Bagyo, as Bagyo has all this lava and magma on him, and I don't know what Bagyo's doing, but at that moment, Griffin
Flies
pulls
over.
out Buzzard's Fall. No, you're right next
Oh.
to him. Pulls out Buzzard's Fall and just slices through Spruce's hand. And he screams. And as he screams, so do the other Babadook figures. and he pulls back as blood moves away and starts falling out of his hand.
Do I roll damage?
Immediately roll damage.
1d6. No, I don't add anything to it, I don't think. No. 3.
His blood coagulates, and he dips it into the fire to keep it from...
Basically cauterizes it.
Yeah, that one. And he turns back to you guys, pissed off, and he says, "That was my boomstick."
Oh my god. It's a line from the freaking movie. Yes.
Okay.
Bagyo, you're up.
Come on, Bagyo. Slice through this fool.
Alright.
Get his other hand.
I'm going to use one of my key points, and I'm going to unleash my flurry of blows on him. I can make my attack action, and then immediately after my attack, I can use one key point to do flurry of blows, which is 2 more unarmed strike attacks in addition to that original attack. So, I'm going to attack him with the staff first. I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Okay, that's probably a good choice.
Alright, so 11 plus staff plus 2.
So, 13.
Uh-huh.
To attack him?
Yeah.
Nope.
Alright, but then I'm going to unleash my flurry of blows, which is 2 more unarmed strikes against him.
Right.
So, I'm going to do my first unarmed strike.
That's a hit.
Alright, so 1d4 plus strength, but since I'm a monk, I can use my dex instead of strength. So, 1d4 plus 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7 on the first one. I hit at him with the staff, it misses, and then I immediately swing around, punch him in the face. And then for my second unarmed strike, 15, 16, 17.
That's a hit.
And I'm immediately going to do my second punch to his gut. 4, 5, 6, 7 more. So 14 damage.
Oh, boy.
Damn. Get it.
Bagyo's doing that thing where I'm like dancing back and forth between my feet and I've got my fists up.
Yeah, he's doing a little happy feet. Like,
You know.
Oh, you guys are actually fucking him up.
what, you act surprised?
I mean,
Turtle and...
yeah, a little bit.
Listen, dude, it's Turtle and the Bird. We're going to win this.
Bird?
Bird.
I love how Griffin hates being called a bird, but I refer to myself as a turtle.
You land those blows on him and knock him back into the barrier. He seems to be, like, going in and out of consciousness, but then he wakes back up as the Babadook figures seem to be hissing into his ears, and he stands up with his armless body. Well, now he has, like, a missing hand, and the Babadook figure behind him slowly slides down his body and wraps itself around its arm and points it at you two in a form of a blade. He points at Bagyo, and then he points back at Griffin and goes back and forth like that, and he says, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo." And it points at Griffin.
Of course.
He lunges at you for a strike, Griffin, and he misses
And I
that
block
one.
it with my sword.
Then I pull out my gun.
You block that, Wes, and you notice that the 3 spirals on the sword are now glowing night sky.
On my sword?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where I can use my move, right?
Yep. And then he goes for his second attack.
And I fucking block it again, don't I?
No,
Oh.
he hits that.
Oh. He hits us.
And he slashes down your chest,
Ooh.
doing 3 damage.
Okay, not bad. Is that all you got?
Oh, you're gonna see the rest I have. And he turns and does a spin,
He misses.
and he hits it and slashes again down your chest, dealing
3?
4 damage.
Oh my god. Okay.
What are you at?
I'm at 9.
What about you, Bagyo?
Do I have
So
anything?
he did 4 damage to me as well?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
You're at 3? Oh my
I'm
god.
at 3.
Griffin, you're up.
Alright, do we have any, like, healing stuff on us?
I'm going to just yell out as a free action, because you can talk as a free action.
We can't.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm not dead, am I?
No,
at
no,
3.
I'm saying the barrier. Can you hear...
Yeah, dang it, never mind. I forgot about that barrier.
Can they hear stuff from outside the barrier or no?
Yeah, we
You
can
don't know.
hear from in, but we don't know if they can hear from out. So I'm going to say, Elijah, please, if you ever did anything for us, help us now.
Roll perception.
I doubt he would hear me. Okay. 10 plus 2, so 12.
You notice out of the corner of your eye, Elijah pounding on the barrier. And you can't hear anything, but he looks like he's screaming, because he sees you, Bagyo, and you, Griffin, covered in lava. And, Griffin, you're up.
Oh god. Is there any way I could break through the barrier? first flip second.
You don't know.
I don't want to waste a move, though.
The only thing that's been able to go through the barrier has been Fiasco's magic.
I can talk to Fiasco, can't I?
You don't know.
Fiasco.
Oh, through your head.
Like, telepathically. Fiasco, are you there? Can you hear me?
Pick up. Pick up.
New phone.
It's kind of like in and out, but you hear it. The camera cuts to a shot of Fiasco piloting the circus as it goes around the clock tower, escaping beams of energy that keeps getting shot at him from demons all over the town when he hears Griffin start talking to him.
Fiasco, shoot another beam of light or whatever. Just let Elijah in.
Don't worry, boys. You're about to get a raise. And just before he's about to blast the barrier again, his shoulder is grabbed. He turns around swiftly with a confused look to see his assistant, her head now spinning, and her eyes now a tinted blue. Oh boy. When I said raise, I meant for you. And then the camera cuts back to Griffin and Bagyo. Dying.
Oh, it's breaking up. We're going through a tunnel.
And if you look out past the opaque barrier, and you can see the circus as it's shining down its iridescent yellow spotlights all over the town, you see that it's starting to be frantic. It's turning around in directions that a pilot wouldn't turn. And maybe you'd be more concerned with this if it wasn't for the fact that you were also in a much dire situation. What do you do, Griffin?
Fuck.
I want you guys to know this is final boss territory.
Well, I gotta, let's see, use another, I'm gonna use my Buzzard's Fall thing. I hit the ground and knock Spruce, right?
Yep.
I knock him to the ground.
You want to knock him prone?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me how you do it. What's your actions with the Buzzard's Fall?
I do a backflip, kind of like a karate backflip. And when I hit the ground, I take my sword and stab the ground and I land on one knee.
And as you do that, there's that ripple of night sky color as it just blasts people out of the way.
Black Panther style, right?
Yeah. Bagyo, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
Wait,
You knock.
do I kill him?
You better not kill me. No!
No, you just knock him prone.
He's already prone, I thought.
No, Bagyo. You know, this is fair. You knock Spruce prone, roll damage.
Roll damage?
Yep.
I don't take damage.
We'll see.
What is the damage from that?
What my...
No.
The prone. Knocking it prone.
Oh, no.
All it says is Buzzard's Fall has to block 3 hits during a fight before knocking
Okay,
everyone in a
we'll
5
make
foot
it-
radius prone.
You know what? Okay, no, I don't want to give damage to. It's just you knock him prone, so you can do damage in the future. Bagyo, you have been knocked prone. You have to spend an action to get up, and then you can do your turn.
So I don't roll for any damage?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna get up.
And for the record, when Spruce, it's his turn, does he get disadvantage since he's prone?
Yep.
Is there any way I can fly over to Bagyo and pick him up? Is that a thing?
I mean, it's not your turn, so no.
Sure.
Could I roll a medicine to heal myself at all?
What do you mean roll a medicine? Would you have anything that is?
There's a skill called medicine.
Do you have the skill?
Yeah, 2 + 2 wisdom. Yeah, I have the skill.
What would Bagyo do that would cause him to heal himself right there?
Dang, you're right. I don't have any supplies. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna make attack with my staff at him.
Okay, you have to get up close.
Oh, can I get close enough without using my whole action? Because you said I only have 1 action left.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just use my action to position myself for next turn.
Nope. You can get close enough to him.
Alright, so I'm gonna attack him with that. So 18.
Alright, that hits.
Okay. Okay, 1d6 + 2. 4, 5, 6 damage.
6 damage. His shirt gets torn open. You can see his chest now. It's pulled, so he's got part of his sleeve missing, and you can see like a whole chunk of his body. Griffin, you're up. No, it's Spruce's
I
turn.
was going to say.
Spruce gets up, and he's a bit dazed right now. The blade kind of fumbles and oozes off of his arm. He pulls it back up, and he puts the blade up like he's fumbling with it, and he's going to roll to attack Bagyo. That was a nat 20. I'm not even shitting with you, but he's got disadvantage since Bagyo did that, and Griffin did that, so I'm going to roll again. That's a 9, so he misses on that.
Ooh.
That would have been double damage,
I would've
too.
been dead. Insta dead.
Yeah. All of these attacks are going to get disadvantage. And then he tries to swing again at you, Bagyo. That's a 5. I'm not even going to roll for disadvantage. And then on the third attack, nope. None of those hit. Griffin, you're up.
Okay. With the swashbuckling maneuver, if I do that, does that count as my action?
It counts as an action, but you can still attack. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm going to spend the swashbuckling maneuver to trip him, knock him prone again.
Right. Okay.
So what do I roll for that?
You use the swashbuckling maneuver.
So I do trip him?
Take away a point, and you trip him. As he's been fumbling to get to Bagyo, you trip him, Griffin, and he lands to the ground. And I'm going to say that is your action. I don't think it's fair for you to attack at the same time as tripping him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's Bagyo. You're up. He's on the ground, giving you advantage to attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna do an unarmed attack, and I'm gonna try to do that thing where
Snap his neck.
No, Bagyo don't want to kill, but I'm gonna try to do that thing you see people do where like someone's down on the ground and they kind of like kick them in the head like from the side to kind of like knock them out. You know what I'm talking about? That move,
Right.
Curb stomp.
not curb stomp. 10 plus 2, 12.
To attack?
Yeah, I'm trying to kick him in the head. It's basically I'm doing a non-lethal.
Oh, yeah. No. Did you rolled twice, right?
Twice, no.
You have advantage.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Woo!
Alright, so unarmed strike. So it's 1d4 plus 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Kicking him in the head to knock him out, not to kill him.
Non-lethal.
You kick him in the head, and it hits
And it
and
flies
hurts.
off. No, I'm kidding.
The Babadook figures kind of squeal in pain, and they pick him up. And like that's his movement. And he seems to be in the center of the place, and they
Oh god, stage 3 of the boss fight.
they cover his body in this type of weird blue tinted armor. Roll a dexterity saving throw, both of you.
Both of us?
Oh.
Both of you.
No!
Wait, I get advantage though, right?
Yep.
14. Do I see this? Jump
Yeah,
out of the way.
What are we dodging?
He jumps, and his feet touch the ground, and the magma starts flooding from his feet in the directions inside the barrier.
So I don't know if I see this or not, but regardless, I have 19 or 20.
You have 19 what?
Or 20.
You fly in the air, and you stay away from this. Bagyo, you take 2 damage.
Oh my god.
Actually, I don't. 1 second. I use my final remaining key point to use patient defense, a bonus dodge action.
Okay.
So let me look up how that works real quick just to be sure.
You've used this before. You basically get another...
I can roll again. Alright, yeah, bonus dodge. Oh, I did worse.
Nat 1.
I jump into it. Okay, I'll take the 2 damage. Oh. Ooh. I'm at 1 HP.
Okay, so roll another one.
Are we dodging again?
Roll another one. Both of you.
Both of them? Okay. You just get 3?
Yeah. Your boy about to die.
Roll 1, Griffin.
I'm gonna say, hey, Kyle, if I die, you'll probably die too. How about some help? What does that
14.
get me?
Kyle says, Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Boys, don't do this. I'm inside here.
And they're like, Kyle? Is that you? Yo, what up, homie?
Boys, I'm in this turtle over here.
You hear Aiden say, Sorry, Kyle.
No! See, Kyle, see the loyalty? Help me.
Do I get 15 or 14?
Yeah, 14.
Is there any way I could go pick up... What can I do to pick up Bagyo? And just put him on my back, you know? Keep him off.
I mean, you could do that on your next turn, but it's not your turn.
Too late, I'm getting hit now.
Take 1 damage.
And I'm dead.
You're at 0.
Yeah, I'm at negative. I'm at 0 health. I'm passed out.
And you're melting in the lava.
And I'm melting in the lava.
Dude, okay.
And then on his last attack, Spruce turns to you, Griffin. And he pulls up his hand and points it at you.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, Groovy.
He says groovy?
It's more Army of Darkness movie stuff. You need to watch it.
And he rolled it. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah. Hit me with your best shot, dude. Damn it.
Okay. Take 8 damage.
What?
What are you at?
I don't even want to say, really.
It's your turn, then.
You want to know what I'm at?
Yeah.
I'm at 1.
It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to bring out the big guns for this one.
Spruce looks at you, and he smiles.
Wait, how do you attack me, by the way? Like, what do you do?
Magma.
Okay.
Out of his left hand.
Out of his own hand. Okay, here we go. I think I missed.
5.
That's definitely a miss.
What did you use? Like, what weapon?
My sword. My buzzard's fall, dude.
This is the scene.
Jesus.
You reached up with your buzzard's fall
Mm-hmm.
to swing down on him, and he heads quickly in front of you and blocks your sword with his hand. He twists your arm, and you drop the sword, and he says, "Good. Bad.
Come on.
I'm the guy with the upper hand." And he puts the hand on your face, and it starts to melt. You get 1 damage. But that's all you need.
So we're both passed out. Cuck.
He turns to both of you. Your unconscious, lifeless bodies there,
But we're in the lava, dude. Like, we're dying.
and you're melting.
Yeah, we're melting.
And he sticks his hand out again and shoots more magma at both of you as your unconscious bodies start to melt into the
Stop,
lava.
we're already dead.
At some point, I don't know, in your consciousness, you do hear the screams of people outside as they have watched you, and your consciousness is fading as the nerve endings of your body have disappeared as you guys have been melting in it, and then you just see blackness.
Well, that's fun while it lasted, guys. I'm gonna go on now.
But then, something stirs. You are in blackness, but you have consciousness again. What do you do?
Hello?
Bagyo?
Griff, I can't see you.
Where are you?
I don't know in relation to where you are.
Are you okay? Are you hurting?
I don't really feel much of anything.
What's going on?
No idea. I thought we died.
You hear a rumble, and it seems like you guys are surrounded by a bunch of different things that are, it doesn't, it's uncomfortable. It's not crushing you, but there's things blocking your path, but it seems like you could dig upwards.
Oh, we're in a grave. So wait, we can dig up?
You can it's not like dirt or
Yeah.
anything. You can't understand or comprehend what you are digging at.
But we're digging through some substance.
Griff starts to digging.
Same. I'm digging as well.
Swimming upwards.
At some point, you finally emerge out of this spot that you were in, and what you see around you are best described as blurs. All these different colorful blurs. They have no real features. They just look like different colors. You don't know what they are, and then you look around and you see what looks like water, the ocean, and then you guys turn to face each other, and you see colorful blurs. Griffin, you look at Bagyo and you see a turquoise blur, and then Bagyo, you look in Griffin and you see a night sky blur. What do you do?
It's our souls, dude.
Yeah, it's our souls. I'm gonna reach and kind of try to brush and touch him.
It phases through
I'm
him.
like, yo, miss me with that gay shit.
Looking around, do we see anything else around here? Other than the flying, colors going everywhere.
Endless sea. And the bottom of the ocean floor seems to be it looks like a bunch of colorful pebbles, but if you keep looking, you can tell that they're just blurs. They're all blurs. Please give me a scene between Griffin and Bagyo right now.
Well, I think we're dead, Griff. I think we're in the afterlife.
But
honestly,
failed, Bagyo.
Yeah. I always thought I would finally redeem myself before I died. Looks like I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do to Yog-Queg when I find him.
When I find it.
You guys say that, and then you hear in the distance, not even in the distance, it's just this kind of loud, not even booming voice, but you hear it because it's like it's almost in your ear, and it's just really loud, and he says, "Well, I wouldn't call it failure.
Oh my god.
Who is this? Hold on.
Maybe you just gotta retake that test."
Who is this? Is this Kanan? Or not Kanan, is this freaking Kyle?
Nope.
Fiasco? No, Bagyo says that. He goes, Fiasco?
No, it's someone different. Someone I think you're probably gonna be a little bit hard to understand.
Who is this?
Matthew McConaughey?
No, not Matthew McConaughey. And at some point, at the place that you were looking around and you saw nothing, you turn around again and there is something there. And it looks like the remains of a ship, but like it was constructed together, like this sunken ship, into what looks like a throne. And sitting on this throne is this gigantic, larger than life, kind of light blue, scaled figure.
Oh my god.
And as the camera pans up, we see the head of a shark.
Oh my! I
with
knew it
sunglasses
when you said
on.
ocean. I knew it. Oh my god!
And he puts his hands up in finger guns at you guys, and he says, "Hey!"
Oh no! It's Frisk, the god of risk.
You guys can call me Frisk, the god of risk.
Oh my god!
And the camera cuts.
Oh no! Oh my god. As soon as I realized we were dead and we were in the afterlife, and then you were describing this place as an ocean, I knew. I was like, Frisk gonna show up. I knew it. Oh,
have we met Frisk before or no?
No, we have not.
No.
Well, how do you know? Like,
he's a god. He knows everything.
Frisk, the god of risk, is here. I'm actually gonna show you guys something. I'm gonna private message both of you this.
Is he a lesser deity or is he a greater deity?
He is a greater deity. He's the god of risk. He's basically the god of the afterlife.
Okay.
and he's a shark?
Shark-headed.
Oh.
I'm about to send you something. Do not tell Eddie or Dylan I have this.
Time frame wise, when are we doing all the, like, when is our story going down in relation to Eddie and Dylan's story? Same time or?
This is literally after Soulwood.
Okay.
I just sent it to both of
You
you.
had this drawn?
Yep.
Oh, I love it. I love him.
I'm putting it in our bathroom. I'm putting it above the toilet.
Oh, I love him.
So next week, I'm calling it, is going to be the last episode
Sweet.
of Jacobi's Lullaby.